Thank you very briefly. Appreciate everything you do, the people that work in the field. We don't have to say it. The goal is to have less victims all the time, but unfortunately, crime can hit you. And for those of us who deal with those people, even if it's not our family, you see how devastating it can be, both in loss, finances, how it impacts your work life, everything. Oftentimes, serious crime can be so devastating. So thank you for what you do every day, first and foremost, the people that work in the field and help people through what might be the biggest challenge in their life. Secondly, I want to thank you, and happy to be here. You know, we're all at different points in our career and our lives working with this consortium. You've been very beneficial in legislation to help crime victims. You alluded to the letting victims and their families speak out at the time of sentencing, something that's been very important. Even be able to create a pool of money to help people when they're going through certain crimes, when it's merited, has all been done with the advocacy work of folks in this room. And Monroe County and Rochester has always been a leader in the field, even on forming legislation at the state level, which is very much appreciated. And as we say time and time again, we should do everything we can to help these people who sometimes just simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time, entire life can be turned upside down. And this year I'm going to be a little bit different too. Very quickly, I thought this year's state budget was terrible for a lot of reasons. It taxed too much, it borrowed too much, it treated upstate New York unfairly. But besides the normal things in the budget, there were some policy issues that should have been dealt with separately put in the budget. Ending cash bail for a lot of people is going to be a danger. There are some people that do not need to be right back out the street, going back to the same house of victims and other people. I'm praying that I'm wrong, but I think I'm going to be right. I think this policy, if we can't overturn it, is going to lead to more victimization. And was very happy, along with Senator Funke and our delegation and the Republican Senate majority, to vote against that. Also, the idea that anytime a law enforcement officer, and I don't know what this word means, utilizes or brandishes a taser, a baton, their weapon, they now have to fill out a report. And look, I'm all for getting anybody who abuses power off, but to make the men and women who prevent victimization do their job every day, that other 98%, who knows what, to do their job right, to make them have to do paperwork or second guess how they're protecting themselves or others on the job is also a mistake that was in this budget. So we have our work cut out for you. I hope you're going to join me. We're going to have to fight those policies to lead to less victimization, but that's what this is all about. Advocating for victims and less victims, and I thank you for all the work you do on a daily basis. Thanks.